This video is about integration of Vue.js to a Django app, but this time we will get the production-ready Django project. My Django app uses static files that are bundled by Webpack. These static files I got with the npm run build command. We can see it right now because only the Django development server is running. And this approach doesn't require to install Django Webpack loader and Webpack bundle tracker plugins. And this approach allows us to have only one application, the Django application on production. And sometimes it can be convenient. This video is based on this GitHub repo. First of all, I need to install Django and Vue.js. Then I need a Django project. Now I want to rename it to backend. Then I want to create a Vue app. Let's say it'll be Vue 3 app. Okay. Now, in the backend folder on the level of the manage.py file, I want to create the templates folder and the static folder. And in the settings.py file, I have to append the dirs list of the templates list. And for the static folder, I have to create the static files dirs list. The next step is to create two templates. So in the templates directory, I'm creating base.html and index.html. The idea of this setup is the following. The npm run build command will spit out some HTML file. By default, it's an index.html that will use all Vue.js static files, JavaScript, CSS, and so on. And so our task here is to extend a Django's base.html template with a bundled by Vue HTML file. By default, it's index.html, but we will rename it later. Let's start with the Django base.html file. It will be the main file of our project. First of all, I want to create a block HTML. And then I use a basic layout of the page. And it means that the entire HTML code of the page can be replaced from an extending template. Then I'm wrapping the content of the head tag with a new head block. And almost the same I'm doing with the body tag. But inside the body block I want to use the content block as usual. Then I need the extending template. It will be the Vue index.html file that we can find in the front-end public folder. This index.html is used by Vue.js, and this index.html extends Django's base.html file. Then all this code I'm wrapping with the HTML block. Then body tag. Here I want to delete the mount point of a Vue object. I'm deleting the def with the app ID, and I want to replace it with the body block. Block super means that here will be pasted the content of the body block of the base HTML template. And that's it. This file will be renamed by Webpack to the base Vue HTML file. We will configure it later. And the last template I want to use is the index.html file of our Django project. First of all, it will extend the base Vue.html file. Right now it's the index.html file in the front-end public folder, but we will rename it later. And I need the content block, where I want to define an h2 header with some content. And also I need a mounting point for a Vue.js object. It's a dev block with the app ID. And that's it. Now I need a view. In the root URL spy file I have to create a new URL pattern. The handler of all requests to the root URL will be the template view class that will render our index.html template. And now I have to import it. And the last thing I have to do, I have to configure Webpack. In the front-end folder, I have to create the Vue config.js file. Module exports dictionary will have 3 keys. The first key is the public path. It's the path where our app will be published. Here I want to use the conditional value. If the environment variable node.env is equal to production, so the public path key gets the static dest value. Otherwise, else, its value will be localhost 8080 port number. The next key I need is the output dir. It's a path where the bundled files will be stored. It's the relative path. I am going to the upper level. It's our root folder. Then I need the backend folder, static, and dist. The third key is the index path. It's a path to generated index.html file. It's the index.html by default, but as I said earlier, I want to use the base Vue.html file. And this path is relative to the output dir path. So right now we are in the dest folder. I need the upper level. We are in the static folder. Again to the upper level, it's the backend folder. And then I need the templates folder and the base Vue.html. And then the chain webpack key. It'll be a config function that will return an object. Here I want to configure the development server. And the important line here is the write to disk function, because by default Vue development server uses static files that are stored in memory, but for our Django app we have to use files that are saved to disk. And also the write to disk function will rename the index.html file to the base Vue.html. And now let's test it. First of all, I want to start the Vue development server. I need the front-end folder. If the server is running, you have to restart it, because Webpack should create the base Vue.html template. And then I'm running the Django development server. Okay, and we can see our h2 header and the Vue.js object. Let's change something. I need the app.vue file, and I want to change the message. And we can see that the page is automatically reloaded. Okay. Let's stop the Vue dev server and run the npm run build command. Okay, and we can see that now we have some static files in the dest folder. And now let's run the Django development server only. Let's refresh the page again. And we can see that everything is working. Django uses static files generated by Webpack. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.